Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it is gold Paydirt review time. In fact, today I am going to be reviewing 3 bags of Paydirt all in the same video. They all are from the same seller though, and that is Nickelback Paydirt. Now this seller, I'll actually show you these bags of Paydirt. This is them right there. These are his 3 different bags of Paydirt he sells. I will show up the descriptions, but just generally one is gold and silver and gems, one is just gold and silver, and another one is gold, but it has a lot of pyrite in it. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to pan out. Now all 3 of these bags have 1/3 of a gram of gold guaranteed in them. They also, some of them will have silver coins and things like that. Now one thing I thought that was pretty funny and pretty weird all at the same time is he calls his Paydirt Nickelback Paydirt. And in his ad, he says that, you'll find some silver in every one, or he adds a silver coin to every one. Well, when I got mine, it had this nickel on there. And I kept thinking to myself, well, that nickel's not silver because it was like a 2004 nickel. And I was like, it's not an S nickel. It's not a silver nickel. Maybe he doesn't know the difference between silver and stuff. Then it dawned on me. I emailed him to ask him. And right when I was typing it out, it dawned on me that the reason he's called Nickelback is because he charges $19.95 for his Paydirt, but when you pay for it, you actually pay $20. So if you go to PayPal him, you pay $20, and he sends you a Nickelback. So some things just straight over my head. So, but I did get it eventually. So you get a Nickelback. So you pay $20. All these bags are $20 a piece. You pay them $20, you get a Nickelback. Now, the one thing that about this seller is he only sells through his Patreon page. And I'm actually his first Patreon member. He is also a member of my Patreon page. So I will put in this disclaimer, and this is a really big disclaimer. He knew I was getting this Paydirt. He 100% knew this Paydirt was going to me. So when I do my review in the end, it will just be based on the Paydirt and 1/3 of a gram of gold, because that is all that is guaranteed. So if I find 10 grams of gold in each bag, I'm not going to give him a whole bunch of points because obviously he put those 10 grams in there knowing it was from me. If I recover just a little bit more than 1/3 of a gram, I'll probably keep it in there, but I'm going to pretty much base these reviews off of what is stated to be in them, which is 1/3 of a gram of gold. And we're going to go, and I'm going to flash up some descriptions of this Paydirt, and then we're going to spin around. I'm going to classify all 3 of these down, and then I'm going to pan all 3 of these down as well. I might not pan all the material just because that would make this a really long video, but then in the end, I will compare the 3 bags and what gold I found out of each one and tell you a little bit differences in how I found them in panning it. So let me flash up the description, and then you'll just see my hands. So at the workstation, let's weigh these up. There was no weight guaranteed on them. So we'll do, this is a Fool's Gold Fever. 5.5 ounces. Nickelback Paydirt, 7.1 ounces. And the Treasure Hunt, 6.7 ounces. So they're ranging from 5.5 to 7.5. Not too bad. Now, originally, I was just going to pan these straight out because I didn't want to classify 3 different bags, then pan all 3 out each time. But I think I am going to classify them down to take out any of the +10, just so I'm not trying to pan and finding a silver coin or something like that. And plus, I want to be able to show the magnetics. So I'm going to let you listen to some music, and I'm going to classify these down, just the +10 and the -10, and then we're going to pan it out. So let's listen to some music. There you go. Classified down +10, -10. And you can see I got my silver coins in these. And I would say I'm going to give him bonus points because these are Mercury dimes and those are my favorites. But not going to give him bonus points for that because he does say there's going to be silver coins in there. So let's see if there's any magnetics. And as you can see, all three Paydirts look different. You know, this is very light, medium, then very dark. So that's pretty nice that if you bought all three, you're at least getting different Paydirt. It's not the same Paydirt. You know. A little bit of magnetics in this one, not very much. Really not too much. The only one that really looks like it's going to have magnetics is this one. And again, really not that much in this one. Not too bad. A little bit more on this one, but not much. So it shouldn't be too difficult to pan out. So, which is exactly what I'm going to go do now, and I'm going to do them in this order. We're going to do the Fool's Gold Fever first, the Nickelback Paydirt, and then finally the Treasure Hunt. Now, I guess some of these are supposed to have silver. I only saw a piece of silver in this one. I'll actually, there we go. Found a piece of silver in this one. Doesn't look like natural silver. Looks more like water dropped silver, but it is silver. And there are some gems I saw in some of these, obviously, some polished ones. So I will try to pull these out if I'm panning them. I'm not big into the gems, but I will try to pull them out just so I can save them for my son. I won't add their value to this at all, but let's just get right to the panning and I'll be right back. All right, got my water set up and we're gonna start with the Fool's Gold Fever. So that'll be the first one, and then we're going to do the Nickelback, but I'll flash some up before I do them. So this one's Fool's Gold Fever. All right, finished panning everything out, and let's just get to what I found. In the first bag, I did find the Mercury dime, as well as a nice little pile of gold. So we'll put these over here. And then in the second bag, I found even more gold. Again, this time I did find a Kennedy $50, some polished gems, as well as, again, even more gold. For the third bag, I found a lot of stuff and even more gold. I found, again, another Mercury dime, some more different types of gems. I did find the one silver nugget that I showed you, and I found some gold. And this time it actually came, I did find two little pieces in the +10. and then the non-plus 10 gold. Now, we'll say something about this gold. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Let me put a pan underneath it just so I won't drop it. But it is pretty much all the exact same size. Here, I will put this one here from the other one. This is all pretty much going to be minus 20 plus 40 mesh gold. So if I had actually classified this all down, I probably would have been pretty disappointed that I only found gold in the majority of these two bags in one classification. And even this one, all the gold's pretty much the same classification. There was no real fine gold. Except for the one bag, there was nothing in the plus material. But let's weigh it up. In the first bag, I recovered, let's see, I'm guaranteed 0.33 grams. There you go, 0.375 in the first bag. In the second bag, 0.335. And the last bag, we'll do just the plus 10 first and just add the rest. So 0.230. So the majority of it was in those two nuggets. So 0.345. Now, another thing, when I was panning through these, I thought the fool's gold one would be kind of hard, but it really wasn't. Having fool's gold in there or black sands or anything else really doesn't matter too much if all the gold is essentially the same size. It was all a plus material. So it was really easy to pan out. There was some differences just in the Paydirt. If I had to guess, I would have said the last one I did really looked like Arizona Paydirt. It really reminded me of the Belmont area type Paydirt. But other than that, it was all pretty, I don't want to say fun, but there was no real difference between the three. With the gold all being the exact same size, it didn't really make a difference what I was panning. It all panned out pretty easy. I would have liked if, like, say, for the fool's gold, all the gold would have been fine gold. And maybe for the treasure hunt, then you get the bigger pieces of gold, and then the Nickelback being the regular Paydirt. So, I don't know. I guess I'll have to figure it all out because I'm going to be right back with my ROI and my review. All right. Finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get to it. Again, this was from Nickelback Paydirt. He's a Patreon member who sells Paydirt through his Patreon page. He has 3 different bags. It was the Fool's Gold Fever, the Nickelback Paydirt, and the Treasure Hunt. All of them are guaranteed to contain at least 1/3 of a gram of gold, as well as some silver, miscellaneous gems, and whatnot. And for every $20 is what it costs, you get a nickel back. So real cost is $19.95, but you send him 20 and he sends you a nickel back. So the 3 bags I got, I recovered. Now each of the bags, like I said, is $20. Now I did get free shipping, but he has been changing up his Patreon page a little bit. I did see, I believe earlier today, that to order the Paydirt, you now have to be a $12 Patreon member, and I don't know if that includes free shipping or not. I'm going to base all my reviews off of free shipping because I did get free shipping, but things may change. Just like any other seller, things change. The gold recovered right here is I got 0.375, 0.335, and 0.345, as well as some silver and some silver coins. Gold spot on the day this was received was $48.14, which means this gold's value is either $18.10, $16.18, or $16.66. Now, I did add a nickel to each one of those because I got a nickel back. I didn't add a value in for the coins or the silver just because the price on it, especially on the coins, can fluctuate a lot more. And I'm really, as part of my disclaimer, he knew it was for me, so I'm just trying to do a pretty basic review here. So my ROIs were 90.5%, 80.9%, and 80.2%, which all rounded out makes my average ROI 80%, or on my scale, an 8.0. Now for fun factor, I'm only giving it a 6. Again, like I said, with almost all the gold being the exact same classification size, it doesn't really change much to which bag you are ordering. The Paydirt all seem the same because all the gold was in the same area. For Paydirt description, again, he's getting a 6. A little bit of information, but could use a lot more. For quantity and packaging, he's getting an 8.5. It does come in little plastic bags, but they are double bagged, so he gets a little bit for that. And since there was no real weight guaranteed, I gave him a score for that. For customer service and shipping, it was a 10 on both. It went out really quickly, and he does communicate with you really quickly because it is on Patreon, so it makes messaging pretty quick. So total score for Nickelback's Paydirt is a 7.7. And I think it's a pretty good deal for $20, if you're a Patreon member, and if you can still get free shipping, getting, $16 to $18 worth of gold out of it, and plus you get a silver coin and maybe some other little things. It's not a bad deal, especially for $20. So might want to check him out. If you do, there will be links below, so make sure you check him out, and I'll send you to his Patreon page. If not, just look for Nickelback Lou, and that'll pop up on Patreon page. So that's going to be it for today. I just need to give away a 24 karat gold dime, and that's going to go to Ross Phipps. So Ross Phipps, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And everyone else, thanks for watching and happy panning.